Tracey is... actually, one other thing before Tracey comes up. I know some of you may have to leave before the end of the day. If that's the case, come find me. For presenters, I have a little moleskin for you. For teachers, I have a little gift bag as well. So find me if you have to leave. So Tracey Thompson has been really just a fabulous coordinator of this event, and I've just been thrilled to have her working with me on this. So please give it up for Tracey.
Hello, and welcome to Archer's 10th Annual Literature and Conference. I'm Tracey Thompson, this year's student coordinator, and I have a confession. I like books. Now, this may seem rather obvious, but most addictions are. I'm afraid to say it started young, and the signs were clear. I used to fake being sick so I could stay home and read. When I had sleepovers, I would wake up earlier than my friends so I would have time to myself to read in the morning. The first time I went to the Strand in New York, I cried because I was so excited, and that was only like 2 years ago. So this is an ongoing issue. And I'm afraid to say, if you are here, you may have this issue as well. However your addiction started, whether it was because of Harry Potter like me or because of some other book, you've ended up here in Brentwood in a beautiful historic building, anxious about presenting because for the first time in a long time, you are not the Doogie Howser of the conversation. Embrace it. It's good for the complexion. So, as you are thinking about your presentation and are running through all the plausible scenarios that could result in an experience that is nothing short of pants-wettingly mortifying, you're probably asking yourself why you're here. Making lists calms me down, and bear with me because this speech is just as much for my sake as it is yours. So, let's make a list about why we're here. 1. You're here because, as we've already established, you're a book junkie. But books are just a gateway. You have an insatiable hunger for stories, and you've come here to get your fix. You're here for Shakespeare and Samuel Beckett and Darren Aronofsky. You're not just here for the books, but for the stories, and there's no better place to find them than at a conference dedicated to literature and to everything in between. 2, not only have you come to this conference because you like stories, but also because you like to talk about them. But we know that it's more than that. I think that Dave Eggers' book, A Heartbreaking Work of Staggering Genius, captures it nicely. In his novel, there's this whole part where he has a fake interview for MTV's The Real World, and in it, the interviewer asks Eggers why he wants to be on the show. His response was that he wants to be on the show so he can build the lattice. He wants to go onto MTV, and he wants you to read his book so he can tell his story. In telling his own story and hearing others, he is connecting with people. By making these connections, the lattice becomes stronger and wider, and we can all feel its connective tissue, and the world becomes a bit brighter. We're here at this conference today, whether you are presenting or you are watching, because we want to build the lattice. Not all the stories we're talking about may be our own, but they are ones that are bringing us together and making us think. We have presenters from 11 different schools from Los Angeles coming here to talk about authors that range from Virginia Woolf to Paul Auster to Mary Shelley. We're here to see creative interpretations of Faulkner, Macbeth, and Citizen. We want to create, argue, and think with a wide range of people over a diverse set of topics because that is the only way to make the lattice stronger. 3, we are here to show that we are worth the investment. We are here to prove that, yes, all those hours working on that essay or mulling over Dorian Gray or Siddhartha were worth it, because we are doing something with that investment by sharing our knowledge. We're here to show that the hours of work, the private school tuitions, and the stress mean something. We're here because we care, and we've spent so much time obsessing about these topics that we can't contain these breakthroughs anymore, and it would be criminal not to talk about them. 4, we're here because, why not? It's something to do on a Friday morning. I think those are 4 good reasons to be here, but then again, they're mine, so I'm a little biased. But hopefully you're calmer and your daydream about how you're so nervous that you're going to reenact the projectile vomit scene from The Exorcist has dissipated a little bit. I know mine has. With that in mind, all you need to do now is listen, learn, and engage. And that's all I've got, so thank you for coming and thank you for listening.